welcome to my channel. If it's the first time you're seeing this beautiful face, hi, my name is Kamsinnamani. Please don't make it your last by clicking on the subscribe button and giving this video a big thumbs up if you end up enjoying it. And if it's not, hi my loves, welcome back. Alright, jumping right into the video. Today's video is going to be like a mini life updates with me, which I don't even know, because I feel like if you watch my if you watch my vlogs, you might have like a glimpse at what's going on in my life. But I feel I like to tell videos because I really get to like sit down, unwind, and I feel like people that watch these videos are my true like subscribers, and like they're interested, and I can really be myself. Because sometimes my other sit down videos, I know like a lot of people who watch it, they're watching me for the first time, or they just find me out. So sometimes I tend to be like a bit diplomatic, but this one's I can really like say my mind and all of that. So yeah, I also have a lisp. I went to the orthodontist yesterday, and yeah, I'm really now in the whole braces journey. So if you hear a lisp, please just overlook that. It's really painful. I'm in pain, but it's a lot better. Yesterday was so hard. I was supposed to tell me yesterday, but I just couldn't do it. But yeah, that's it. So I'm going to be doing my makeup, just gisting. I have put up a poll a while ago, and I'm gonna answer some of that and also give you guys updates and stuff. Yeah, so let's talk about the elephant in the room, my hair. Today's video is probably sponsored by ISEE Hair. Yeah, I've worked with them before. They have really nice hair. You can find their hair on AliExpress or their actual website. I'm going to put the links to everything in the description bar, so be sure to check them out. I actually got this hair laid professionally for the first time, and I'm just going to play that clip now, and then I'll see you guys after.
Cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Did it over text, didn't call me. Still got love for your mommy. I know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Yes, I'm hurting, yes, I'm jaded. Most of the things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you chase. You'll try to come back when you faint. I always want the truth, but it's dangerous. You got something real, not bad. You wanna get with me, stop. Yes, I'm hurting, yes, I'm jaded.
Okay, as you can see, I was really feeling myself. The curls did like fall because I had like a day after that. You see that in the vlogs whenever that comes up. But yeah, I put them in bendable rollers. Obviously it wasn't the color, it was black and a lot longer. I gave my hair to I think Where We Go. They customized the color. She nailed the color so well. I'm so happy with it. Everyone was just giving me compliments. I'm like, I know. Definitely ready for the Christmas time now, in the Christmas spirit and all of that. So yeah, let's just start this video. This isn't a makeup tutorial, please. I'm just like chilling and doing my makeup. I actually had an event to go to today, so yeah, I'm just gonna rock this hair. I'm quite excited to see how it comes out with makeup, with me on makeup. Why can't I talk? But yeah. Alright, so I just glanced at some of the questions, and I'm just going to like kind of answer them, like just group them up and answer them. So a lot of the questions were like, how I'm doing, where my mind is at, and all of that. So in terms of how I'm doing okay. I'm doing good, guys. Yeah, just I'm doing okay. Obviously, we're all human beings, so I have my low times. I have times where I don't feel like it, and all of that. But in general, I think I'm at a good place. One of the things I've actually learned is you get to dictate how you feel. Do you understand? Like, it's your job to make yourself feel good. So even if you're having a bad day or things are not going your way, you just kind of have to pick yourself up. You can have moments where you deal with it. So you understand, like if you're sad that this didn't go how you wanted it to go, you can take some time out. But I just think that if you want to get happy, you have to tell yourself to, okay, snap out of it, type thing. So yeah, just right now where my mind has been, I've been very like, yeah, I'm very much like in my bag, if that makes sense. Like every time, I think that's what else, I'm very much in my bag. I'm always thinking of the next thing. Sometimes a bit, it's a lot, but that's kind of where my mind is at. So if you're talking to me and it's like, okay, so how are we gonna make money out of this? So that's just really where my mind is at. Okay, so another question I got a lot of was regarding like friendships, making friends here in Lagos and female friendships and all of that. And I think it's actually a lot easier to make friends when you're younger. I don't know if this is, I don't know, in my personal experience, I just feel like when you're younger, you have like a lot more patience. Yeah, so I definitely was in a phase where like I was like, oh my god, I want to make friends, and then recently I've had some like, I don't know, I'm like really more of like a vibes type of person, honestly. Like there's some things that someone would tell me, like I know this person, but like I just feel like we don't vibe. So even if like there's an event and I really want to go, like all that, if I just feel like there's no one there, I might know the people, but if I feel like we don't vibe, I honestly won't go because I feel like I won't have fun. So I don't know, for me it's really like about vibes, and like some people just don't have the same principles. So I don't know, making friends, I just feel, don't force it. I think that's what I'm gonna say, don't force it. You can go out and try to be friendly, like start a conversation on you guys, but if you're seeing that the energy is not really the same, don't force it. Don't force it. I also realized with keeping friendships is like a lot of knowing that this is how this person is and how to work with how they are, which is why now, so like as I am an adult now, I have less tolerance for that. So if I know this is how you are and I don't like it, I'm not going to manage this, I'm not going to free it. But if I met you like when I was younger and it's been a while and then it's like, I know you, okay, but now it's like, no, like that's not my energy, that's not my vibe, goodbye. I know it can be lonely at times, because here in Lagos, like you actually need, Lagos is a very like, it's a group outing type of place. Do you understand? Like you just can't go out by yourself. I don't know why, I think maybe it's just me, but you just can't go out by yourself. You just can't go out by yourself. You need people now. You need people who are also in that space that will get invited to all these type of things, and like you want to go. Trust me, you being alone is better than you end up being in a situation where this person wasn't really your friend, and then they were saying stuff about you, and like you don't need all of that. So honestly, I would pick being alone over that type of drama. It's actually more with QnA. I can't lie. It's not really life, but more with QnA. So I had asked, how does it feel like, earning in dollars and spending in naira? Interesting. Definitely a perk, obviously. If I say no, I'm obviously just BSing. But yeah, it's definitely, it helps a lot. And honestly, it just makes me think, how do people, people who are like maybe drivers or a security guard, and they have families and how much they earn, and I'm just like, how can this person actually survive on this amount of money with a family? Oh my god. I don't know. It's just things that you would never, or I never really thought about when I was younger. Like, so yeah, it's one of the things that I'm really, obviously, I'm so grateful to God about that. I can't lie. It really does help and all of that. But it's also, I feel, a lot of responsibility in terms of like, don't be stupid. Make sure you're doing the right thing, you're saving, you're investing, and all of that. So I'm also really into that aspect of my life. Like, okay, so what are we going to do with this, so that I don't wake up one day and be like, wow, what was I really doing when this was happening, or when it was, So yeah, it's not bad. So another question which I found quite funny, because I put up this poll a while back. So it was during the time, I think it was the time where Davido was really doing the whole send me money, and someone was like, oh, what are my thoughts? Davido is like a billionaire, and he put out his account number and all of that. And the funny thing is that when the person sent me this question, I laughed. He had not even said he was going to donate, which I kind of figured he was going to do. I don't really know what they want me to say, but he has already done it, so let me just address that simply. First of all, what business do I have with Davido? Like, how does that relate to me or my brand or what I stand for in any way? Why do you think him doing that would affect my views on that particular subject? I just found it hilarious, and I also want you guys to understand this. First of all, are you Davido? I don't know why people like this video. So we don't know how life is. If I don't even know if your father, for example, tells you to give him 5k, that he doesn't have 5k now, are you gonna see your father as a beggar? Are you like? That's just not how life is. So it's like when people are saying, oh, I saw some memes that, oh, thank you for stopping the account number stereotype. I'm like, do you? But like, he didn't. Because if you're comparing, do you have his account? Like, I don't understand. And then he gave it back. There's actually a principle in that, because no matter what, how can I do like, should I send you 1 million? People are actually quite funny. So him putting everything and more into something obviously so good, like a charity, that's actually a message. It's just like, don't think, don't even have it in your mind that you helped me in some way in that monetary aspect. So that's just one other side. But even if he didn't, that is not my business. That is like, it's really not my business. What he does, it doesn't change my opinion on that still stands. And I just really don't understand why people get so butthurt about those type of things, which like I don't really go into when I do my sit down videos. But one thing I really want you to understand is that I really don't care. Like, I don't care if you don't take my opinions. Like, they're my opinions, so I'm not saying them so that you must do this or you're wrong. Like, you can do it, I might not agree with you, but that's your life. Do you understand? If you do that, how does that affect me? That's why I keep trying to stress the people who really like, if they don't do certain things because of what people think. I keep saying that human beings were very selfish. I am human being. I am human beings. I'm not going to carry your problem on my head. So it's, if you're basing, I'm not going to do this because so and so is going to. It's like, no, you're really not that important to other people. Trust me, people have issues. So yes, they might talk about it for like a good 5 minutes. If they are really jobless, maybe over that. And that should even show you why you basing off what to do on people that don't have things they are doing other than talk about you. Because people who are reasonable and have sense would not spend that amount of time talking about what you do. That's how you should kind of see things. So it's like, it's really not that deep. Like, it's not that deep. It's really not that deep. Even when it comes to, like, maybe when I say, oh, if you wear this, it kind of looks tacky. I have friends that wear that and I'm like, okay, like, well, still cool, just as like, I'm not gonna dress like that. Like, that's her style and it's cool. Like, she knows my style. My style is boring. It's cool. So why would I be like this? Like, it's not that deep. I promise you, it's not that deep. Another person asked if I have ever lived abroad and if I ever plan to. I always get this question every single time. I've actually never lived abroad. Just travel for summer and all of that. So, like, growing up. And I think I actually had another question as to why I shop from international stores. And this is what I'm used to, if that makes sense. So for the longest time, like, when you travel, you buy things. So that's what I was used to, and I just kind of stuck to it. In terms of ever going to live there, I don't know. The thought actually scares me because it's such a huge change, and where I'm at right now, and just to change a lot of things, and I'm just like, I don't know. So another person said, how old are you and where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm 24. I'm 24. I turned 24 in September, and in 5 years, I'm going to be 29. Do you remember when we add 10 years to your age and you were not even up to 30? Now, what did I turn myself into? I think I would like to be married by then. I'd like to, but if I'm not, it's not the worst thing. maybe next month you ask me, I'm like, huh, married when? I don't know. But yeah, I would still like to be on YouTube. Hopefully like bigger and better. I really enjoy YouTube, so when people are like, oh, is YouTube the long term goal? What's wrong if it is? If it's not broken, why am I trying to fix it? So yeah, 5 years, probably have a business. I don't know what, but like another business, maybe like 2 or 3. See, honestly, I don't even like self questions, and I usually never answer them. I'm just like, just what is in my mind. Another person asked, when did my level up journey start? And honestly, I can't tell you. I never even called it level up. I don't know. I just feel like I've always been very conscious of reputation. I think that's the thing. I've always been very conscious of reputation. Maybe it made me a bit, too calculated, but I don't know. I just feel like it also saved me from a lot of like rubbish because it's like never happened because I just wouldn't let it. So I feel like I always had a vision of the type of girl I wanted to be. Or when I was younger, I knew the girls I always felt were cool, and I was like, I want to be like her. And just how they carried themselves and how they looked and all of that. And I just feel like as I got older, it just increased more and more, and I was just a bit more self-conscious. And because of my job, I think that even now multiplied it a lot more, because it's like it's online, you don't know who's watching, nothing. So yeah, I don't think I ever had like, I'm going to level up now. No, I think I just grew, and I'm still growing, so I'm just taking you guys along with me. Definitely this isn't my peak, but yeah, that's my answer. Someone gave an assumption and they said you look like you were the mean girl in secondary school. Ouch. Okay. I don't think I was a mean girl in secondary school, but I wasn't the nice like senior that anyone could come talk to and be like, I wasn't that either. So I wasn't that either, but I was just like a very, I don't know. I've always had this whole thing of like, I don't have energy, so it's like, don't give me trouble. I won't look at you twice. That's just how I am. Don't come in my way and ruin things, and you'll be fine. Like I really didn't care. I didn't need to, in my school you couldn't even bully, which is so sad about what's going on right now. I don't even want to bring that up because that video was heartbreaking, but you were never allowed to bully people, and I never went to boarding school, and for the longest time I always felt like I missed out on something. But the older I get, the more I'm actually thankful I didn't go. I remember I wanted to go to boarding school so bad, but it wasn't happening. And now I'm like, no, and I honestly would not send my kids to boarding school because I don't know, like, if this whole be tough, I feel like I'm tough. I didn't go to boarding school. I didn't spend a day in boarding school, and I don't think those type of things, especially now that I'm really into like, psychology and why I think this way. And there's a lot of trauma, like when you face certain things as a child, it's what makes you. And so many people don't know that certain things that they went through, it made you tough, but are you sure that's tough? Or I don't know, it's just, just certain things I rather not. When I hear certain people, I'm like, they're laughing, and I'm like, okay, it's good memories, but are you okay? Because that is cruel. And I know if I went to boarding school, they would have beaten me, because my mouth is too sharp. They would have beaten me. Oh my god, they would not have liked me. Like, the boys would like me, but the girls would definitely not have liked me. So I'm like, oh, thank God. I just really want to be in my child's life. I don't know, let me know, would you send your kids, like, obviously, like, if the boarding school was good and all that, would you send your kids to boarding school? I don't know, I just want to, I think these are like their formative years, and I just want to be a part of that. I don't know, I know kids can drive you crazy, so then anyway, but yeah. Another person asked, what are my thoughts in, like, trying to move out of your parents' house and getting them to accept. First of all, if you can still stay there, like where you're with your parents, I would say stay there, because it is expensive. Things are expensive. My God, things are, especially when you have taste like mine. Things are so expensive, and I'm just like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? So, I mean, if you can stay. Honestly, you can stay with them. I know it can be so annoying, rules and all of that, but if you can stay, I don't know what other advice. If you can stay with them. If like you're moving out and you still want them to support you, I don't know how you want to win them over, because you can't even support yourself. So what's your argument? They don't want you to go. Why are you adding more expenses on their head when you can stay with them rent free? But if you can afford it, I mean, have a conversation. If you're old enough, eventually you're going to do what works for you. This person says, I feel like you don't show us as much as you make us believe you do in your vlogs. Well, I'm not trying to make you believe I'm showing more. I'm just showing what I show. But yeah, definitely, I think I show like, in my vlogs, I think I show like 30% of my life, because that's why it's so funny when people make certain assumptions, because like these vlogs are like a week, sometimes more than a week, and I'm shrinking down a week's worth of my life to 25 minutes, not even an hour. So clearly I'm not putting everything there. And sometimes, yes, like maybe I put the things that are interesting, sometimes something are interesting, but I just decide not to put it, which I feel is just, for me personally, just to strike a balance, because I vlog my life for like a living. So it's like, if I don't create a structure, when is now the time where I'm off work, if that makes sense? It's like, what are things that this is not for work, this is for me? And like, yeah, like I just want to be in the moment and I want to relax and know that I'm not working. So if I have to vlog everything, even though like it's like, so that means I'm always working, which I'm just kind of trying to structure it out, because even, yes, I did the 3 times a week and that was great, but I also realized that if my YouTube is doing well, I feel like, yeah, I'm doing well. But sometimes like, yeah, my videos are up there, but my life is scattered. I want to do well in all aspects of my life, so health-wise, personal time with people in my life, just, structure it out well, because sometimes it was so hard finding a balance. It was actually so hard finding a balance. So yeah, and I also feel like the bigger I get, the less I show in a way, which I'm like, but I feel like eventually I'm just going to like balance it out well and know what I'm doing. But yeah, and I feel like when people pressure me more to do, the less I do. So don't pressure me to do it. What's your opinion on being with someone you earn more money than? I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I feel if I say there's something wrong with it, then I'm actually saying that it's odd if a woman earns more than a man, which it shouldn't be odd if we live in a sane and fair world. So no, but I just feel like it depends on you. If you prefer, for the guy to be more of like a provider, or it just depends on your vibe and what you're going for. But like, do I think there's anything wrong if you earn more than him? No. Describe 2021 in one word. Growth. Definitely growth in all ramifications. But yeah, so let me, spruce up this hair, take it out, comb it out, and I'll be back.
These things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you chase. You wanna hear me up when you make it.
Okay guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you really like this hair as much as I do. Again, this is ISEE Hair. All the details to this hair will be in the description bar below. Thank you so much for sticking with me throughout the year. It's crazy that at the beginning of this year, I believe I was like at 7K. I'm not even sure, and I'm ending it off at almost 70,000 subscribers. It is. I'm never going to get used to saying this or what can happen in a couple of months, and it's to all of you. Honestly, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. I'm going to try and put out a few more videos before I actually close out for the year. It's been a long year, but I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed yet, please guys, please subscribe, join the fam, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.